Association.
What it do?
I'm your girl Jenny J.
And I'm your girl Lady K. And today we're going to be talking about fuck them kids. Now what we mean by that is not literally fucking kids. It's just like talking about these people out here that are having babies and are not capable of taking care of them, just having them.
I'm just sounding like
yes. That's my, y'all know what she's saying. Okay? And like with every episode, we always have a drink. My girl Jenny J just whipped this up for me. Tell us what this drink about, girl.
So, first of all, the name of the drink, y'all.
Go on, say it.
Hold it. The name of the drink. Don't talk about me, y'all.
Wait for it.
The name of the drink is Plan B. Anyway, and the mixture is what I put in here: some vanilla vodka, some Crown raw apple, and some Coca-Cola. So it's kind of like a grown-up twist on a vanilla Coke, and it's good. A little, but it's good, y'all. Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and dive up into this topic of fuck them kids.
Fuck them. That's what they out here saying for real though.
For real, that's what they out here saying.
Now, I just want to start off, because I always got to start off with asking the question.
Go ahead.
Have you ever, and don't be ashamed, girl, if you have, had to take a Plan B?
I have not.
Me either.
I have not ever taken a Plan B. But I'm not against it though, because
me either.
Shit happens,
But we gotta start avoiding those things. Well, personally, I can't have no more kids, so I ain't gonna say I need to wake up and be like, damn, let me go get this Plan B real quick.
Well, see, I have them on right now.
Mm-hmm.
The birth control is good for 5 years. I'm on my second one. I ain't had no slip-ups, mishaps yet. I ain't needing no Plan B.
Mm-hmm.
So, ain't nothing wrong with using a contraceptive.
Nothing.
Stop bringing these babies into this world, into this world, and you can't take care of it.
You're not ready.
Like, children and animals are my soft spot. So every time I read a story about a baby getting hurt like this and killed, it's like, why? Just don't have them.
Yes.
Or better, really don't know what they'll do, but adoption.
Adoption is always an option. And you should not feel ashamed of that. Right. I think in the black community, a lot of us don't want to do that. Give our babies up for adoption, especially to a stranger. Mm-hmm. Now, they quick to give it to somebody they know. The aunties, the grandmas, they quick to leave them there. But they don't want to go through the adoption because they're ashamed of that.
Yeah. Consider that conversation when they get 18 years old and come looking for you, and then see you with a whole nother family. You can raise some kids, but you can keep them. But the thing is, if you can't take care of that child, if you're not in a situation where you can care for the child and give that child what they need for the first 18 years of their life, then
you are doing what's best for that child.
Exactly.
Yeah, you are doing what's best for them. Finding them a family that can do that. And it's just like, why have a baby, bring them in the world so you can treat them like shit? Not take care of them. I just don't understand that when I see that. Now, I do understand when somebody have a baby and they can admit, hey, I can't take care of the baby.
Right.
But at some point, when will you be able to take care of the baby? And stop the vicious cycle of having babies that you can't take care of.
Right. Get one up, you're pregnant again. Get on up, you're pregnant again. Like, when are you going to understand that it's maybe something is not clicking in your cerebellum?
Not the cerebellum. Google it if you don't know what cerebellum means.
Maybe something is not kicking in that part of your brain. Where counseling.
It's just like, I think a lot of women just agree to have babies a lot of times because these dudes be like, I want you to have my baby. or they think they in love with the dude, so they think they got a future with him and they willing to have his baby.
Right.
But then when that baby comes, he gone.
Mm-hmm. Or that goes for like women who wasn't brought up with knowing that ooh, I'm beautiful, or I look good, and you got that guy come around there one time and he just make you feel like you on top of the world and you ain't never felt that before. Mm-hmm. So you laid up, end up pregnant, boom, he gone. He was ugly, so now you got an ugly baby.
No. Ain't no babies ugly. They all precious.
Can you?
Don't. All babies are precious. They gifts from God.
Yeah, everybody's a gift from God, but y'all know.
Y'all know it's, listen, ignore her talking about people's babies. I mean, we've all seen that baby that we look at and be like, ooh.
Look, and you saying it, precious.
That's why I use the word precious. Because I'm not going to sit here and lie and say all babies cute. Because sometimes they ain't. Even one of my babies had an ugly phase.
I think all kids go through a little ugly phase. Go through their little alien looking phase.
I was like, whoa, this is not the baby. Wait a minute.
Give it back.
I
wasn't ready.
It's like his skin color had changed real fast. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. What's going on? But now he's super cute. So, they have babies do have a little ugly phase. So they have to grow into it and figure out which parent they want to look like.
Well, I mean, kids in general have an ugly phase. You may be the little...
but that's still not a reason to get that baby away.
That's true. And then another reason I think women just incapable of taking care of kids because you can hardly raise yourself. Like, you weren't brought up right. Like, you can't care for yourself. So how can another child raise another child? I'm like, you probably had stuff handed to you for your whole life. And now it's time for you to grow up and be on your own, and now you can't do it. Because you don't know how.
I rarely see women walk away from their kids. Like, it's, let me say, how could I say this? Bizarre, or, it's another word I'm trying to think of. I can't think of it right now. But it's taboo. It's like taboo to me to see a woman leave the kids with the daddy and going on. Mm-hmm. So when you see that, it be like, ooh,
yeah,
what was going on? And a lot of times you automatically think, oh, she was out there just reckless. But sometimes it just be like she wasn't ready to be a mom.
Yeah, and it
was too much pressure.
To just walk away because she felt like the baby was in a good hand with the dad. And that might be the case. But then you have these stories like Malia Davis. Mm-hmm. When mama want to bring boyfriend. Oh, I done seen so many stories like this.
Or Casey Anthony.
What's that story?
That's the one that I think she gave her baby chloroform or something just to put her to sleep because she wanted to go out and end up killing the baby. Put the baby in the trunk. Just trying to cover it up.
Just stupid.
Yes.
Like, these babies don't deserve this. Like, first of all, they didn't ask to be here.
They didn't.
None of us asked to be here.
No.
So if you can't give the child the life of a prince or a princess, then don't have them. Don't.
Mm-hmm. I used to be pro-life. Mm-hmm. I just thought it was so wrong to go out there and get an abortion. But having the experience of seeing people having babies and they shouldn't have them, that made me start being pro-life. Pro-choice.
They passed a bill that abortion in Texas is now legal.
Illegal?
Illegal. Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Texas is a very, I always say this, God and guns.
God and guns.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, they all about to protect yourself with the Lord and with that child. But anyway.
Or in that case, a rifle or a shotgun.
Yeah, it is.
With a pistol. It's Texas, y'all. Goodness.
But I just naturally, as soon as I had my first child, I just naturally felt a bond.
Right.
And felt like, oh my God, I will die for this little person. And I guess all women don't get that.
Right. I don't think so. They don't feel that instant connection. I love being pregnant for once.
Right.
For one, I love being pregnant. And I love my babies. Just the thought of you, science and earth and God and this whole thing is created in you, and it comes out and it grows up talking and walking. Like, it's a miracle. Yeah.
And I just love when they display some of my characteristics. I just get a little warm spot in my heart. I be like, I used to do the same thing. Look at my baby being just like you. Just see naturally that they're you. Your DNA is running through their body. Like, they can't even control the things they do that you used to do, because it's just naturally in them. It's amazing.
It is.
And I say that all the time with Corin, because he just never went to art class or nothing. He naturally knew how to draw. And so did his dad, and that was just amazing.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, and he is really good at it too.
It's just amazing, man. But who don't want that feeling? And I just want to be around my kids. I ain't gonna say all the time, because at this point they do get on my nerves sometimes, and that's understandable.
Right.
But I feel like it's my responsibility to deal with them getting on my nerves, because I brought them here. I brought them in this world.
Right.
And even though they get on my nerves, and they, like my little broke friends, they always want something. I feel like I brought them here, so it's my job. And I don't want to say that it's my job to spoil them, but it's my job to make sure they're okay.
Right. Right.
I just can't let another person do that for me. I just can't.
When I let my kids go, my babies are 7 and 8. When I let them go off and stay with their aunties, go to dad's house, I'm constantly calling, because I feel like I need to be ingrained in every part of their day. Like, what did you eat? Did you brush your teeth?
Yes.
If I wanted you to, I may have.
She literally brings her children to my house with bags of groceries, and they be here for one night. Well, I know my baby, he like to eat. Yeah. She makes sure he come in. Papa he do like to eat. So she makes sure that's just motherly instinct that you have. And it's no way you can really literally say fuck them kids. I know we be out here saying fuck them kids. And sometimes we do gotta say that. I'm saying when you need that alone time, but I ain't talking about literally walk away and fuck them kids. But it is people literally walking away saying fuck them kids. I mean, to the point where they out here killing their own babies.
Yep. Or having these men that they done chose over their child. I hate it.
Yes.
And this crazy man and molest the baby. One daddy punched his 5-year-old son out, punched him to death because the baby went in there for some cheesecake.
Or like that time the baby, little boy had accidentally messed up the game. His daddy beat him real bad. I don't know if it's daddy or the mama boyfriend, but I'm like, it was just a game. Like, seriously, this kind of person you got around your kids?
And it was just some cheesecake. Now your ass in lockup. You ain't even gonna see no cheesecake unless it's that other cheesecake. Motherfucker.
I don't understand how people can take a life, let alone their own child life, just because they tired of dealing with them. Give them away.
Andrea Yates.
Give them away before.
Remember her?
Now, see, this is my Andrea Yates tape. She was not mentally right, and her reason for killing her kids was that she did bring them into a world that was terrible and horrible, and she was like, I don't want them living in this world no more. And she killed them. But that was a mental thing. She didn't want them in this world, growing up in this world, which is horrible. I'm scared for my kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when I think about that, I was like, well, baby, you went too far. Sometimes I just want to lock my kids in the house. I just started letting Carter go outside and play with the neighbors. I'm scared.
My babies don't go outside. They don't go inside. Outside.
But that's because your kids like to be on the inside, though.
And I want them to be on the inside, because First of all, between social media and what society is forcing up on our kids, like it's too much. It's
a
too
lot.
much.
But they're getting all that from social media. So I'm at the same time, you don't know what somebody else's child has been through and what they're gonna teach your child. But at the same time, it's so Carter stays in front of. If she's not outside playing, she's in front of the tablet, the computer, or she begging to use my phone, and it's just like, go color.
Mm-hmm.
Or go read a book. I'll make her go read a book, then come back. It's just too much of that. So when she started asking to go outside, I was like, I don't know. But then I finally was like, just stay right there in the front yard. Don't go no further. And I'm always going to the door, or I'm telling them boys, and they don't play. They will go check without me asking to see where she is.
Yeah.
But she stay right there.
We was born outside. I know I was. We was building roller coasters and
baby, we was playing outside, playing school.
Dirt and mud. Like, I was a real life tomboy.
Do they even play school anymore? Remember we used to do that?
You know what?
And we used to play church.
We did used to play church. We did used to play church. And restaurant. Like,
yeah. These kids don't do that. They don't do that. I've never seen them do that. You know what? After we finish filming this, I'm going to make them come play restaurant.
You know what? I caught RJ playing restaurant. They was playing McDonald's.
Oh, well, okay.
But he grown.
He
know what to do. Yeah. I caught him playing McDonald's.
Girl, we used to do all that. But yeah, kids ain't really. You want to protect your kids. That's just a natural instinct. It's natural. Being a mother, it just came easily to me, and I love it.
Wouldn't trade it for anything.
I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love my kids to death. They do get on my nerves now.
Of course.
But I make sure I spend that time with them. I want them to have memories with their mama. And that's just like mothers that I see that have bad relationships with their kids. Mm-hmm. Like they don't even talk to their own children because they mad over something stupid. That just trips me out too. Like they really be like, fuck them kids. I ain't talking to that motherfucker no more. He did this to me or did that to me. I don't care if he need me to come do this or that. I just be like,
I can say I don't care what my babies are do or go through. They will always be able to come home to mama. Because at the end of the day, once you turn on your kid, who else? I mean, they ain't gonna have nobody.
Nobody.
They gotta be able to come back to mama. They gotta be able to come back to daddy. Like,
but at the same time, I've seen kids not appreciate their parents. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I've seen kids constantly use their mother or father for things, never grateful, constantly messing up, expecting their parent to show up. And at some point, that parent gonna get tired and just like, how long before you learn your lesson? How many times am I have to save you? You almost 40. Even if you almost 25, I think constantly doing the same thing over and over again. How many times can your mama show up?
And I think it's a tough love learning situation. Like if you show, if you build that foundation to where your child know, okay, my mama help me, but she ain't gonna keep doing it. Versus every time they get in the bind, you come to their rescue. It's a difference. Like, let them know, like, hey, I'm here for you, but you're not gonna keep messing over me.
Right.
Like, enough is enough. And it depends on how you started. If you started and you just pretty much being a rag dog, doing whatever they want you to do when they want you to do it, that's gonna be the end result.
That's because a lot of parents, and I even do this, I don't want my kids to be mad at me or hate me. Like sometimes after I fuss at them or whoop them, later on I'll be like, now come here, let me tell you why I did that. Why I did that is because of this and da-da-da-da-da. Because I just feel like I don't want them to hate me, and then I want them to be able to come to me for anything, not be scared to tell me stuff because they think I'm going to blow up.
Right.
So I try to, like, even if they just break something or spill something, I want them to be able to tell me and not try to sweep it. Or you know how they try to hide stuff, sweep it under the rug. You don't know until you cut your foot on some glass. Be like, who broke?
Yeah.
Just be like, Mama, I accidentally did this, and that. See, my kids will do that sometimes.
It's funny you say that. When I remember one time I was playing outside, you know, like the blinds, the old school blinds that had the little twisting thing. I was playing with that, and I accidentally hit the window. I stayed breaking windows and stuff, but I was clumsy. It was on accident. And my mother, she was standing right there. She knew it was an accident, but I still got my ass whooped.
And that's probably why you was scared to tell her stuff after that.
Yeah. I remember I accidentally punched a hole in the wall. I don't know what I was doing, but.
And I remember one time Budina was playing with something and he flipped his hand and he broke our TV. And he was like, Mama, Ryan wasn't home yet. And he was like, come here. So I walked into the living room. I was like, oh.
How old was he?
He was about 13, 14 years old. And I was like, oh, Budina, why? Like, I couldn't fuss at him. I was just on the phone. I had called his auntie. I was like, girl, Budina broke the TV. Ryan ain't here yet. I don't know what to do. What should I say? So when Ryan got there, I told him I broke it.
The real mama right there.
But Budini was acting up, and I kept saying, don't do that, or you need to do this, or you need to do that. I need you to do this. He wasn't doing it, and I said, you know what?
Oh, so you
blackmailed too. And it was like months down the line, I told, not months, I'm going to say about a month down the line, I went ahead and I was like, you know what, payback. But I felt like Ryan was over. We had a new TV too, so wasn't too much he could do. And I was like, you know what, it was the one that broke that TV. And he was like, I knew it, because it just didn't make sense. I was like, but you got a new TV now. He still was mad. He just went there and told me, you owe me $2,000 and and you gonna work it off.
Oh my goodness, the more them yards, boy.
But I did save him because Ryan would have came home and whooped his butt.
Yeah,
he sure would have.
You can't be no Indian giver with it though, with the help.
Well, he shouldn't have played me. I felt he was a teenager at that time, so I felt like I would keep telling you this get back right here. But you know what? I did save you from a whooping. But yeah, I did not like. I couldn't stand to watch him whoop the kids.
Yeah,
but at the same time, I needed him to.
Yeah,
because they didn't respect me.
You think?
Your kids, they still don't, girl. And they did not respect me at all when it came to discipline. Like, if I tell them to do something, they don't move. They be like, okay, and never do it. Stuff like that. As soon as he walked through that door, Ryan, I've been asking and he get on their butt and they get up and do it. He was the disciplinarian and I was the nurturer. That was our role.
First of all, he had that voice.
Oh, yeah.
That authoritative voice. Get up and do it right now. Voice. Yes. My babies, my nieces and nephews, all of them, that say Aunt Jen is mean. I yell all the time.
I hate to second it because I did ask my kids, who your favorite aunt? And none of them said your name.
You know, it's funny you say that because every time we get together and we go on a little trip somewhere, maybe to the park or something, everybody want to hop in Aunt Jen with.
They do. But you know what? You're mean, but also you're fun at the same time.
I guess so.
Like, you the one that's going to dance with them and all that kind of stuff.
Aunt Jen don't play no games.
But you also the one that be like, what are y'all? Sit down. You don't need to be doing that. Why you frowning? What you frowning for? Like that, stuff like that.
But that's what they need.
But you know, I'm the one that always get the hugs.
That's fine. You can hug them all day. They gotta get the love from somewhere. Like last night with little grandpa.
Oh, grandpa.
That ticks me off.
But you know what? I was happy. I wasn't happy that you did that to him because I always feel sorry for other people's kids getting fussed at. But I was happy for my kids to see you fuss at him because they be looking at me crazy whenever I fuss. Like, oh, she is crazy. What she? And it's good that they seen another mother react like that.
And I didn't intend on doing it. It just came out.
Yeah, but it was was a good lesson.
In the back of my mind, I'm thinking about what ifs, all the things. What happened, y'all?
Good. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all keep seeing me.
What happened, y'all, was last night. All the cousins was together, and my son decided to run around with some dangerous thing. And like, why would you do that? You could have hurt yourself. Somebody could have got hurt. We could have ended up in the emergency room. Like, why? And it ticks me out. Like, I went over the hinges.
Yeah, because he had a little point on the end.
Right.
Yeah.
I just started thinking about all the what ifs. That's as soon as I get to thinking about something, that's what happened. What if this would happen? What else all comes to my head? And it just made me upset. So now he can't play no game. He don't have his phone right now.
So all this stuff that we're talking about, discipline.
Yeah.
Feeding them, making sure they good when they go somewhere, making sure they're not around the wrong influences. All of that come with parenting and taking care of your kid.
Exactly.
And a lot of people can't handle that. They saying fuck them. Let somebody else do it.
Raising kids are hard. It's difficult.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult. I don't care how big of a foundation you may have, but it's still hard. It's a lot of learning, especially if you're a first-time mother. It's a lot that comes with raising a child, and you gotta find your own way.
You do.
Like, nobody can tell you how to be a parent. Nobody can tell you what they did for their child may not work for yours. And a lot of people, like you said, can't handle it. If you know that you can't handle all these tools of raising a child, this is a lot. It's a whole lot.
I know it's a lot. And you know what? I used to be somebody that didn't like to ask for help or anything like that. But now that I don't have Ryan here anymore, now I understand what it's like to be a single parent.
Mm-hmm.
And all that pressure is on you. You don't, like, he was obligated to, like, help me, I feel like.
Right.
So if I call you and say the kids need something, he come over or pick this person up, I can't do it. He was just doing his job as a father because he's a father. But asking people that didn't have kids with you to do stuff is hard for me.
Yeah.
So, but I had to learn how to do that now that I don't have him. I need a village.
Exactly.
You feel me?
I feel that pressure now that we're not all in the same household.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like, we were all in the same household for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
15 years, It was two kids, father, mother. We all was there in one household. And now that we're not in the same household, I see that they feel that, I feel that, he feels that. And you just we gotta adapt.
It's about the kids.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do for them children to make it work. But at the same time, don't forget your happiness.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure them kids don't see negativity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've never seen my parents together. So I didn't want my kids to go through that. But that's a whole different subject.
Same here.
So yeah. But all we saying is people out there who are literally saying fuck them kids. Instead of doing that, putting these kids into a horrible situation, go on get that plan B, sis. Go, let that boy pull out. Stop telling him I want to have your baby.
Marinas, condoms, IUDs, contraceptives, all of it. Birth control. So many ways where you can prevent pregnancy. Like, hell,
especially if you know you're not ready.
I'm not one to do it myself, but abortion is an option for some. Like,
it is. So I understand that. That's why I say it's up to people. That's why I changed my view to pro-choice, because now I've seen people have babies and give them away.
Like, you have to raise that child. You know your circumstances. You know your life situations. You know what's better or what's not good for you in your situation. So do what's best for you.
That's it.
Everybody gonna judge you regardless of what you're doing. You could be the richest person, the poorest person. You're gonna be judged regardless. Do what suits you and your lifestyle. If a child don't fit in that lifestyle, go hit up that pharmacy one time. Yeah. Make that appointment one time. Stop bringing these babies into this crazy world, and then you go off and let some crazy person in your house and end up on the news because you didn't kill your baby.
Or you having a baby You let somebody else raise it, and the child don't meet you, and you all of a sudden want the child to call you mama.
Can't do that.
And that baby gonna call you by your name.
Can't do that. Can't do that. You weren't there. You're not the mother.
You're not the mother. No more. No. You're not even gonna look at them like they're your mother.
Mm-mm. Like mothers and fathers, we earn stripes. Like we in this, you know.
We in the game. We in this. We going to
we playing.
Everything.
We starting on the field. Like
but you had the baby, but you get to sit over there on the side and watch and show up to stuff, but you ain't really did nothing.
While we coaching and running plays and
take care of your kids.
Or don't have them at all. Don't have them at all.
I am the product of somebody who let other people take care of me, but I love my mama though, because I only have good memories of her,
right?
Except for her not being there all the time, every single day. But when she was there, it was fun. I knew she loved me, you know. Mm-hmm. And she always bought shit to let you know she thinking about you and she loved you. I'm just saying, Christmas, birthdays, she was gonna be there.
She was trying.
School,
she was doing what she could despite her situation.
But my mother had an addiction, so I kind of look at it like that. But but I was the product of a mother not being present in the home every day, or not even being in a 2-parent home. I was raised by my grandmothers and my auntie, so I'm just saying.
I wasn't raised in a 2-parent home, so I seen the struggle of a single mother,
parent.
Single parent.
Right.
Like my mother took on so much, and that was to where I didn't want to put my children in this situation, which is probably why I stayed in the situation I was in for so long.
That's another subject, breaking them generational curses.
Yeah. And just, I don't know. Everything doesn't work for everybody. You got to find your own way.
That's right, but do it the right way.
Do it the right way.
Just stop having kids and then you burden somebody else with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay to go get a plan B. It's okay to say you're not ready and put the kid up for adoption.
It's okay to be celibate.
It is okay to let the kid go stay with a grandmother or another relative if you have to.
Yeah.
But doing that more than one time, like Sky from what's her name? Sky from she had a kid and gave it away.
You talking about Black Ink?
Yeah, Black Ink.
Yeah,
she had 2 kids, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, girl, why did you do it again?
And in turn, I remember their reunion with her son. He wanted to whoop her ass.
Yeah, he had something against her because he didn't feel love because he was out there watching her live her best life and never once, I understood his anger. But I also understood she said she was very young and all that. But
okay, so if you're very young, go ahead and find you somebody to confide in and let them help you.
That's just like that girl that had that baby in the restroom and gave it to the lady at the well, I don't know if she had it in the restroom, but you remember on it's a viral thing too. She walked up to the lady and give her the baby, and she gone on about her business.
I didn't see that. But she already knew her situation. She knew she couldn't care for it.
Yeah.
You know, so hey.
I mean, it was a newborn baby they had. You can see the lady giving the baby CPR and stuff.
I say kudos to her because at least
she was young. I think she was like 14.
At least she knew she wasn't in a situation so where she can raise a child at 14. Like, you're a child.
At 14, you are a baby. My son is 14. I can't imagine him having a kid. I can't even imagine my 19-year-old having a kid.
Yeah.
So that's just crazy. Even though I was 21 when I had mine. But I'm just saying. You gotta be ready for this.
I was 21 too.
Yeah, I know. That's why we.
But I had my first baby.
But y'all, I know we've been running our mouth. But basically, the title of this episode was "Fuck Them Kids," and we just want to reach out to the people that's thinking about having a kid just because they in love. Make sure you ready. Make sure he ready, so you don't end up bringing a child into this world and changing your mind and giving them away. Don't do that to that baby.
Don't do it.
It's okay.
Don't.
It's okay. It's okay to go get that plan B, sis. It's okay to go get that abortion if that's what you choose. it's okay to find a adoption.
And furthermore, if you don't, if you're not planning on keeping a child, nobody has to know but you.
But I cannot respect you if you bring children into this world and hold on to them, and they grow up in shit. To put it lightly, I'm gonna say shit. I don't want to use no big words and all this other kind of stuff. Like you're bringing them up in crap.
My children are a reflection of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna have my kids running around looking any kind of way, this, and the third, like
snotty noses.
Take care of your kids the same way you take care of yourself, or better. Better.
Mm-hmm.
They hit somebody. They hit somebody. Check the disclaimer below.
Listen, if you feel some type of way, all I can say is get out your feelings.
Get out your feelings. And
fix it. Shit, it make you feel some kind of way. Then and it's you, and you mad. Fix it. Because if you don't feel like you're doing nothing wrong, you ain't got nothing to fix.
Hey.
Facts.
But if you just felt attacked viewing this episode of Sip Patience, maybe you should step back and take a look into the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And better yourself. Better yourself for your child. Better yourself for children that you may plan on having. Like, get your shit together.
Yeah.
But like in every episode,
that's correct,
we choose to shout out a Black-owned business. So today's Black-owned business, let me look it up, y'all. It's called Jayzo Fashion, and she does everything from blinged out Crocs. Let me grab them.
And she does this for your kids too, since we talk about the babies.
Yep. Both my babies got some Crocs from her, blinged out Crocs.
Those are cute.
These are cute. She custom made them. She sells designer bags, clothes, but these Crocs are fire. So get at her. Her name is Jayzo Fashions. Her number is 281-995-2478. Tell her Jenny J sent you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been another great episode of Sip Asian.
We love y'all. Keep watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.
And we out.
We out this thing.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button.